My name's Draeth. I'm engineer by day. I'm the founder of the BPSAA. I'm a captain over at Pirate Chain, and I got into crypto about 2016. Originally mining Litecoin, mining for profit, things like that, until I stumbled upon Pirate Chain, which originally I intended just to mine and sell and things like that, but I realized how special that project was and the community behind it was amazing. So it was for the first time I actually dove into a project to help out and actually grow that project in any way that I can help out with. So Pirate Chain is a privacy project that originally spawned from Komodo and then took on its own wings and just flew off from there. The basis of Pirate Chain is that it's a Z-only chain to where it's only shielded transactions for peer-to-peer. Now, as far as reasons for helping found the BPSAA, privacy in general should be a major concern for everybody, especially in crypto. That's when the BPSAA came about as an idea, because it stands for the Blockchain Privacy, Security, and Adoption Alliance. So it means banding together projects to focus on those areas that are vital to everyone's daily life, because everyone needs privacy, security, and things like that. And then as far as crypto goes, it's the new revolution of how money should be and how products should work. Having adoption to the level of where it's mainstream, because right now, even with the recent pop off with Bitcoin and all the other altcoins, it's still not to the level where it needs to be. So the BPSAA, as I mentioned, is the Blockchain Privacy, Security, and Adoption Alliance. And the whole reason why it exists is because nowadays projects are just in their own rabbit holes where they're afraid of other projects, stealing their stuff or taking their community or, basically forking them to become something bigger. So it's a lack of trust in crypto in general. And on top of that, everyone's so focused on their own projects that they don't make time to see, wow, these other projects are doing some great stuff. Maybe we can work with them to integrate them and things like that. So by having the BPSAA, we combined all these projects' communities, we combined all these projects' tech, we help each other, we create products using each other's tech. So, for example, one of the things that Pirate Chain is working on is a completely full operating system to where it includes Turtle Networks Exchange, it includes Ether1's storage, IPFS storage, it includes Sentinel's DVPN, it includes Ergo's DeFi stuff, it includes everything that all the members have to offer. And by doing things like that, it allows each project to rise up more and be noticed more, and for their adoption rate to be a lot higher than what it currently is. People should absolutely try to join the BPSA and apply. And there's some that have applied, and at that point in time, we didn't have a need for it, or it just wasn't the right time, and should continue to apply in the future too. And the reason why this is important is because, as the BPSA grows, there's other technologies out there that are being developed that would be complementary to the whole privacy and security suite with the BPSA itself, as well as the think tank in general. So, and not only projects can apply too. The developers can apply. There can be partnerships and things like that. We already have several partners that we work pretty closely with to produce some cool stuff and just get the products out there and try to help people too. So, and one thing that we're developing that will increase adoption is the point of sale system that we have planned. Eventually, we're going to produce a point of sale system that merchants can have in store that will allow them to accept any currency that the BPSA offers, plus other major coins as well. So what ends up happening is the merchant can say, okay, I want to accept just USDT, or I want to just accept Ether1, for example. And it allows the person paying the merchant to pay in any crypto that's in that app. So I can pay in Pirate Chain to preserve my privacy. I can pay in Dragon Chain or BitTube, and what'll happen is that'll convert it to whatever currency that that merchant wants. So this way, if the merchant wants to accept KMD, it doesn't matter what I pay in, it'll just automatically be converted to that amount. And by doing that, it gives so many options for people to just use whatever currency they want and just have the merchant still accept what they want at the same time. So one of the biggest things for the BPSAA is becoming a 501c3 nonprofit. And what that means is that we're a nonprofit organization focused on education. Now, the education that we'll be providing is helping people learn about ways to protect themselves and their privacy and their security. So increasing their security to where they don't get easily hacked or they don't make themselves vulnerable to people that are nefarious, or helping them set up a VPN, or teaching them why it's important to have things like a VPN, or keeping their information private and out of the public eye, and things like that. So we'll be eventually holding seminars, and we're going to be having a podcast that our first episode will be probably beginning to mid next month, that'll talk about privacy and security and things like that. So yeah, so as far as other things that are exciting in the crypto space in general, there's some amazing tech being built, and as flashy as NFTs and as much as I hate them, they are producing some really cool things. There was a band that actually released one of their albums via NFTs, and it cut out the middleman, cut out a lot of expenses, and made the music directly to the public rather than through, say, these other corporations that produce the music for them and run through that stuff. So it ties the average user or musician or artist or whatever directly to their community, which is absolutely fantastic. And on top of that, there's gaming platforms being built that are going to be pretty massive, and not just ones that just have those kind of dumb, in my opinion, NFT games and things like that, but some big name stuff coming out on that end. And even the privacy sector, you have Halo 2 and things like that, which is a trustless version of ZK-Snarks, which is being developed and tested out and stuff, which is absolutely fantastic. So coming from that end, that's amazing. And plus, all the security features like on-chain 2FA that I believe Polarity built, and which is an exchange, and this stuff that's coming out of Sentinel, for example, with the DVPN, and there's several other DVPN projects out there too that are making some really cool stuff. So it's, if you kind of open up your eyes and peer behind the curtain of all the flashy stuff that the general public sees, there's a lot of cool stuff being developed. And hell, even Komodo's AtomicDEX is some amazing technology too. So there's a lot of cool stuff being developed if you just kind of peer behind the curtain a little bit and do some digging. To learn more about any of the projects within the BPSAA or the BPSAA itself, you can go to bpsaa.vision. So bpsaa.v as in Victor, ISION. And all of the projects within the BPSAA are listed there. We've got some baseline information on each and exactly how to contact each project and how to join their communities. And then on top of that, you can keep up to date with our newsletters that posted every so often, and our quarterly updates. All right, so thanks for having me on. I greatly appreciate it, and hope people learned a lot from this about the BPSAA and just privacy and security in general and why it's important. But also, I want everyone to make sure that they take their coins and tokens off of exchanges and into their own wallets. Never ever leave your assets on an exchange, because even like Binance, you never know what could happen. So not your keys, not your coins. That's the best thing I can say.